Come on. It's your boy Sid, and welcome to Speak Your Mind All the Time. Guys, I'm really sorry about the delay. We had a few hiccups, but we got it all straightened out. I got some heavy hitters, heavy hitters on the show today. Let me bring them in right away so you guys can see exactly who I have with me tonight. Here they are. Guys, introduce yourselves. Let the fans know where to find you. Go ahead, Mr. Rome.
All right, what's going on, man? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk. Right back like I never left. Apologize for holding up everybody tonight. That was on me. That wasn't on Sid. But yeah, here to chop it up about the team.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot for that. Thanks a lot for being on. I know you had a little hiccup, but we won't get into that. We know you
Life
became
stuff. It's all good.
we know you became the laundry man tonight, but it's okay. It's okay.
It's all good.
Right here, we got my man Nix. Nix, introduce yourself. Let them know where to find you.
Hey, what's going on, Cowboys Nation? Thank you for tuning in. Sid, thank you for having me as well. As it says at the bottom of the screen, man, you can find me at Twitter, your_guy_Nix. You can also find our channel, the Stargate Podcast, on YouTube. If you happen to be on Facebook, we actually have a page called Stargate. We have a group called Stargate. By all means, come through, join that. You can catch my co-hosts over there with me every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central with Mary Ella and Tim Spooney, man. Ready to get into it, man. Live. No jar talk tonight, though. No jar talk.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Definitely. Thanks for being on the show, guys. Sorry, I had to just mute my other laptop so it doesn't come through. So, guys,
Yes, sir.
let's talk about it. He said, first things first. Moving the chains is in the building. Definitely say what's up. She's definitely. I should have known it was on Mr. Rome, shaking my head. Yeah, man. So,
Moving the chains.
guys, I haven't been able to speak to you guys since we got that W. Big W. I don't know how you guys felt. Mr. Roma, off camera, you were telling me that you didn't get to do a show speaking about it. So I'm going to let you break it down. Do you like what the Dallas Cowboys did? Do you see a future in the NFC East for the Dallas Cowboys? I want to know your opinion.
Yeah, it's well, you know me. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. I've been culture over tanking. You know, I've been a heavy Andy Dalton supporter. Me and you went back and forth about that as well. And Tuck. And I knew that if the team, like if everyone goes back, if you do your history and just look back at what happened in that game, the game and a half that Dalton played, he didn't get a fair shake. He had the most hodgepodge line of the year.
Okay.
You know, he even was missing Martin for most of his time on the field. And that's already a big blow because the leadership is gone too. Because remember, he got knocked out of the Arizona game. Martin did. So when I watched the game this weekend, I wasn't really too surprised because I know what we can put on the field when we got a lot of our horses. They were smart in moving the line around. Those adjustments paid dividends. But as far as just like having Andy Dalton upright, he only got sacked once. Running a balanced attack, we weren't doing that earlier in the year because you get a little spoiled just leaning on Dak and just being like, well, you do it. So we were very balanced, which helped the defense. Complementary football, and I think that's our formula presently.
Yeah.
Of course, we want to see us. I would love for us to be airing it out like earlier in the year because that's fun to watch. But if you want to win games, you got to have a strategy. So complementary football, that's the thing I really took away from that game. As well as I like the demeanor of everyone. I didn't make a show of my own. I was on with Big Game James on Monday, and we were talking about setting the tone. I really feel like that's what we came out and did. As far as the hard hits were great, but I think it's just one of those things where you got to let the team across from look, this is going to be a long day. I know what you saw earlier in this year, especially Washington, because we owe them one. We owe Washington from that game. But I think we set the tone. We let Minnesota know, like, look, I know you thought this was going to be an easy W. You probably circled it. It ain't going to be like that. And I think we need to do that tomorrow. We need to let Washington know, hey, that team you saw in D.C., this ain't the same team. We wearing the same helmet, same colors, but it's a whole different team. And we need to establish that early. And that's just with effort and you know what I'm saying, just putting in a little pain. So I want to see that tomorrow, and that's what I took away from the first game. I mean, the game from last week.
Yeah. Listen, I agree with you. Tomorrow's a big day. But before I get started on my opinion, Knicks, what do you think? Did you like what you saw from the Dallas Cowboys? Did you think that Anthony Dalton was going to come out that way? Because I didn't.
Man, I think at the end of the day, it's just a culmination of what's happened over, and I spoke about this a lot leading up to this game, is once they trimmed the dead weight, we saw the game in Philly, we saw the game against Pittsburgh, right? And we saw this thing trending in a different direction. So we kind of had an idea. Now, obviously, we had to play with the new cheat, throwing the ball kind of, I don't know, however that Bernie Kosar, whatever you want to call it, the Nucci style, right? And then we kind of saw Gilbert, who brought a little pizzazz to the offense and little, hey, look at what this guy can kind of do. One thing for sure, obviously, and look, and one of the things that bothers me about the NFL in general, we can kind of go back and we saw Zach Martin get kicked out the right tackle during the game, during some injuries or whatever, and we knew he could play that. I mean, look, I think we all kind of knew. I told my guy Spoonie before the season ever started that Zach Martin can play left tackle for us. I have no.
He can play any position.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah, and he'll give you an all-pro performance. But we sat there and watched it happen during the game, and then it's like, whoa, no, he's back at right guard. And I get tired of these coaches or whatever when they want to make a big change. They always wait till the bye week, right? And then we waited till the bye week.
That's true.
Yeah, to kick Zach Martin over the right tackle and and I think a lot of people will give, man, look, if you watch the All-22 tape, and something I've been begging to tell for the past 2 years, you spend a third-round pick on McGovern.
Yeah.
The other Connor.
Yeah.
Let me see him. If you spend a third-round pick, let me see him. And look, technique-wise, he's not the greatest, but you know what he is? Man, he's just he's going to line up. He's a mauler, and he's like, hey, I'm here in this box, and you're in your box, and you're going to have to fight me. And you know what?
Right next to Zach,
that
too.
helps us play. And what happens is the run game becomes better because I can keep running this ball. If you look at the best runs we had, were to the right. And, of course, when you have a couple of guys that are willing to go to bat like that, the run game is going to work better. Hey, the pass protection is going to be better. Now, I do want to put a little tap on the brakes because that Minnesota front line doesn't have a really unequivocal pass rusher, right? We know Everson Griffin left. He was on our team, right? We traded him over there to the Lions. Hopefully that pins out for us to a 5th round instead of a 6th round. And then, of course, they lost Hunter. He's gone for the year. But they did their job, is what they did. They did their job. I think my biggest takeaway, and one of the things I've also talked about going into the bye week, was I needed to see Kellen Moore. He's a young play caller. And if you looked at this entire season, and some even last year, that 35-yard line in when we're on the other side of the field,
terrible.
There's always this one out of nowhere out in screen, fake here going. I mean, just something that was just out. We'd be cooking just something out of the wheelhouse. He cleaned that up after the bye week. Shout out to McCarthy. Maybe McCarthy had a little talk with him. He cleaned that up. And once we got to that 35 in, we didn't have those out of character calls all of a sudden. And we punched him in for touchdowns. It was a big difference. Donovan Wilson, who I've been on the train since we drafted him, it was great to see him come and play. And whenever he's hitting people, and I told people, if you dial up a couple of shows ago on the Stargame podcast, I told people, I said, man, if you watch the All-22, this guy, I watched him away from the ball.
Yeah.
And I saw this coming, right? Because there would be wide receivers or tight ends try to go block him, and he would be 15, 20 yards away from. Man, he's blasting them. And I'm like, bro, I don't know how long you're going to make it, a.k.a. Mr. Bob Sanders Jr., a little bit bigger or whatever.
Yeah, he blow himself up.
No matter what, if somebody wants contact, if you want smoke on the field, man, Wilson's going to – you better be ready because Wilson's bringing it. A good balanced attack. I think the best thing of the game for me is this, and I tweeted it during the game even. After they got the ball back, I was like, oh, that's it, guys. We're in the fourth quarter. We had a terrible third quarter.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
man.
like, there's no way we're going to get a stop. Not only did they get one stop, we go down and score. They got to get another stop, and they get another stop again.
Yeah.
So, shout outs to them. Shout out to McCarthy making the right kind of play calls or offensive line switches to make this thing better, for them moving forward and getting Andy Dalton. I mean, shout out to Andy Dalton. I've been very critical of him. He's a veteran quarterback, and he kind of turned into Captain Checkdown. I get it. There was pressure, but sometimes, even with that pressure, the same kind of line, I watched a Gilbert, right, Double G, come in and stand tall in the pocket and deliver the ball down the field. And Dalton wasn't doing those things. And this week they cleaned it up for him, and he wasn't happy feet, and he did what he's supposed to do. So yeah, man, it was a great win. First time in a month that we got a victory. Special teams. I'm still looking at your special teams.
Okay, wait. Let me ask you something.
A little bit better, but overall, you went on the road and got a win.
You're touching on special teams. And I saw Jay Tuck's channel the other day, and I'm just telling you, and Jay Tuck, and not just Jay Tuck, but other people are saying they don't like seeing CeeDee Lamb back there. And I have to say, I have a different opinion.
Are we talking about a punt return?
Yeah.
Oh no! As many touches you get CeeDee Lamb, the more you get him. He's a rookie.
Yeah, I don't care. And a rookie, he got to go ahead and get back there.
Yeah, he got to get back there.
Did it. It's just kind of. It's a rite of passage.
And he looked good.
No. If you want to get pulled off a kick return, talk to me. You might sign me up for that.
That's who they need to move. Because he takes it out for no reason. I don't know.
I think that's why. Because there's a few times that Pollard took it out when he shouldn't have taken it out.
CeeDee actually be getting us good field position.
Yes, right. That's why I like CeeDee Lamb back there. I like and the reason why I felt that CeeDee Lamb was good back there is because of what he did in college. In college,
I saw CeeDee get demolished by a hit in New York. He'll be just fine.
Yeah.
I will say this for CeeDee Lamb in watching him so far through this season, and I'm not saying he's weak. I'm saying
he looked good.
He's a little frail. I'm just saying he's a little frail. Man, this dude be taking hits. It's like, yeah, that's cool. Whatever, and move on. Man, that dude is football tough.
He set the tone. I'm telling you, I watched him get hit on Sunday. And after the hit, the way he popped up,
just like
I think but I think it got the team galvanized. Like, okay, it's something about I don't know. Football is such a momentum sport, and one little play that it might seem like it's minor.
Oh yeah, if you play the game, it permeates. That's why I said with the way that Wilson's hitting, that permeates the rest of the defense. Because he's laying the wood. Well, I got to come lay the wood too. And again, this defense has just been kind of coming along the past 3 weeks. We saw it in Philly. We saw it against the Steelers. And then the way they've been coming along, finally allowed, we saw, okay, now Wilson's going to come on. I mean, it's not the first time Wilson's popped. Or we saw it in Philly, right, on the bootleg. Now, granted, from week 1 till now, the PlayStation bootleg is forever going to be our albatross, obviously. But with that being said, again, when you got a guy back there that is going to lay that wood, it permeates. You got to bring it to.
He's a natural ball hawk. Like, it wasn't an accident of him knocking that ball out on Cook. He put his hat on that ball on purpose. Like, he was a ball hawk in the preseason 2 years ago. He's a ball hawk just in general. Some people got it, some people don't. Like Byron Jones, he didn't have it. He's technically sound, but he don't go for the ball. He ain't thinking about the ball. That's not on his agenda. When Wilson's on the field, you can tell this is the second time I've seen him pull the ball out of somebody's hand on the sack.
Yeah.
That's his style. He probably practiced that.
But when you're blitzing, it's a little bit different. I understand what you're saying when it comes to Byron Jones. We still have no. Diggs is kind of turning around getting some interceptions as well. I do understand that.
He's just not a ball. He's not a ball. He's a defender, but he's not trying to get the interception.
Which was my biggest disappointment when it comes to Woods, because we go look at this tape, when he was at Louisiana Tech, and you look at all these turnovers and everything he did, and even at the end of the game, he got a cupcake and he couldn't catch it. I'm like,
Woods. I think Woods is a product of I call it Dallas-itis, because Woods is the hunger slowly but surely leaves when you get a little bit of fame. Like 2 years ago, Woods is more hungry. I can tell by that response. You don't expect me to go hard every play. I was like, oh, you're so far gone. You've been in Dallas too long. You probably every time somebody see you, they treat you like a celebrity.
Yeah.
You don't got no more hunger. That's a bunch of players' problem.
That's my and you, Rob, you're speaking to one of my things. One of my taglines is not everybody's built to play for the star. The light hits different. Different things happen. Everyone's not built to play for the star. I mean, you out here talking about 70%. Like,
look at Everson. Everson Griffin got here and got late.
Yeah.
Ciao, bye. Mm-hmm. So, guys, before I move on, I just want to send a few shout outs. We got a few people in the chat here. We got Mary's in the building.
Mariella, what's up, baby?
What's up, Mary?
Co-host, got to show my co-host some love.
Yeah, definitely. We got some ego trollers in the building, so we won't even acknowledge them. We got Elazar Mendoza, what's up? Moving the chains. Jason Jeremy, salute my guy, always supporting. Definitely. Guys, if you have any questions or anything that you guys want to ask these guys in the channel, please write it in the chat. I will get them the questions. Green Gang, 25 years, y'all have done nothing. Please, you guys won one Super Bowl in how many years?
Here's what. Hold on, I'll address that one real quick. What is it going to do with 2020? Because before they won the Super Bowl, they said, "Oh, you just talking about old ass Super Bowls." Well, guess what, Philly? Your Super Bowl's old. So what are you doing this year, right? It's about this year. Doesn't matter about all the other what you ain't done in 25, 30 years, 50 years. What are you doing right now? Yeah, that's all that matters.
Nothing.
I mean, at the end of the day.
I wouldn't
so welcome to the club of being a Super Bowl winner. You don't get to tell the Super Bowl from 2, 3, 4 years ago. Now you got to talk about what you're doing right now. That's what y'all told us the past 20-some odd years. So welcome to the club.
Since tomorrow's Thanksgiving, I'll get a Philly guy a little bit of acknowledgement. Listen, everybody that after you eat food, and most black households or all households usually get to playing cards. And you got 2 card tables. You got the adult card table and you got the kid card table. If we're talking NFC East, there's 3 teams at the card table. We all got multiple Super Bowls. You need at least 3 to get in. Philly's over there sitting at the little kid space table.
That boy said themselves. That boy said 3, 6, and 1 with the flex emoji. Look, your quarterback is number 3 against all teams.
I wouldn't even bring that up. That's too easy.
Oh, I want all the easy.
I wouldn't even bring up the salary cap that they got to deal with next year.
Yeah, they got drama. You
just gotta, you gotta get another chip, and you might let you come to the space table for a little bit next year. But until then,
yeah. So listen, I forgot to say it before at the beginning of the show, and I apologize. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys, because in Canada we actually celebrate Thanksgiving in October.
Oh,
so you guys are celebrating. Yeah. You guys celebrate in
November.
We're
on the Halloween train. We're on the Halloween train in October. That's it. We get one each month.
Guys, have some turkey for me. Have some gravy, some rice and peas, please.
I'm about to get I'm telling you, when I get off, I'm smoking this brisket. So I know that's not traditional, but I'm an adult and I make what I want for Thanksgiving.
Sir, it's brisket.
Exactly.
It's brisket.
Anytime.
Bruh, it's brisket.
You get permission to make it. Like, look.
Come on, man. It's brisket.
You guys need to stop. Stop talking about food now. I'm getting hungry. I'm going to get on a plane tomorrow morning.
Hey, look.
I'll be knocking at one of your doors tomorrow.
About just eating.
I'll be knocking at one of your doors. So tomorrow's a big game. Let's just jump right into it, because tomorrow's a big game. Yeah. If we win tomorrow, we take first place. Right. Washington D is no. Let's be honest. Washington has a strong D.
Yeah.
Right. So our offense is definitely going to have to step up. Yeah. They have a good secondary. What do you think that the Dallas Cowboys offense needs to do to be successful against the Washington D? I'm not worried about their offense, because from what I saw from our defense in the last couple of weeks, I think that our defense could definitely shut down Washington's offense. I'm worried about our offense against their defense.
It's all about the trenches. We got to establish the line of scrimmage. We have to come out there and literally, I hate to be predictable because Dallas is known for first down. You already know what we about to do. But sometimes the best way to a destination is a straight line. Mm-hmm. And as much as you want Dalton to go out there and air it out, it's fine. But we need to go out there tomorrow and almost
hold on, Ron. Look, if anybody in Cowboys Nation says, "Oh, Dalton needs to air it out," please send them to me. Look, I don't want to. Look. I'm not trying to hear about.
I mean, we see our weapons, and I think we always go to like, you want them to get used.
No. That is not the
look.
Go ahead.
I want the line.
Okay,
I want to almost tell them, you know how like you come out there cocky, hey man, we about to run the ball. We about to run off tackle or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And seriously do that play. But I need you to know, like, we're about to come out there, establish some dominance, man. I want like I was saying, you gotta set the tone.
Yeah.
You gotta go out there and smack them in the mouth and let them know, hey, remember a couple weeks ago when you knocked Andy Dalton head off? They ain't going down today. But you need to let them know like early. Like, don't go out there and just be tentative and start trying to run reverses and all that. No. We're about to line up. We got McGovern out there. We run about. Come out there and say we running behind McGovern and Martin. Stop us. I don't care who you put over here. Put Payne over here. Put Chase Young over here. We're running right here with Zeke, and we're going to get 5 yards a clip all day. Deal with it. That's what I want to see.
Now, before you jump in next, and because I want you guys to both answer this, you think Zeke will be coming out with that same fire he came out against Minnesota? Now, I've said it. I liked what I saw from Zeke, but everybody's saying Zeke is back. But hello, our offensive line is what was able to give Zeke the openings that he needed for him to be successful at getting those 100 yards. Do you think?
Look. At the I didn't say out of shape, but out of shape. Banter back on that for sure. But I'm going to say this. But at the end of the day, I don't care who you are as a running back. When you're getting the ball and you're getting hit as soon as you get the ball, there's just not much you're going to be able to do in this league. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. And we can count a multitude of times as this offensive line show. But be clear. The Cowboys have the most different starting offensive lines this season than any other team. Those are just facts. It's not an excuse. It's just facts. And at times whenever Zeke, you get the ball, you take a step, there's a guy there. Before you can get to the hole. Now, I will say this, and I've been critical of Zeke at times on my show, and I've said, there's times where he doesn't press the hole enough.
Yeah.
And he's looking for the big play. But I don't think it's so much the yips though, Rome. What I think it is, hey, it's on me because Dak's gone. I gotta make every time I get the ball, I gotta make a big play. And sometimes you gotta not do that. Take what the defense is giving you and go do what you gotta do.
But I think those fumbles had him the
fumbles are different. I'm not talking about the fumbles.
Those fumbles?
I'm not talking about the fumbles. And most of
that play was something.
But you're a good running back. You're a natural. You know how to choose the hole. Like Zeke, that was innate. Like he usually knows how to run. Mm-hmm. But for a good stretch this season, it was like he kept choosing wrong, and it's weird. Like, I run into the scrum on purpose, and I was like, that's not like Zeke.
But if you ever played running back at any level, you know the guys in front of you. You know how they're going to block and what you need to do.
Oh yeah, you're talking about
whenever you have guys that you're not comfortable with and you're not sure what they're going to give you, and you got to guess, well, that messes with your vision some.
No, you're right. I do that.
And the case in point, the one play that everybody wants to talk about and meme up, oh, look, there's this big hole on the backside.
On the backside. Yeah.
But if you watch the play, he starts to the right outside.
Like he ran it like Le'Veon almost.
Right. And he's like, oh, let me be a little patient here. Oh, it's here. It was actually a cutback that got him to that hole. It wasn't play side. But again, as Rome said, hey, here's Govern, here's Martin. Stop it. And as it pertains to look, guys, I'm gonna call them the Washington Redskins because it's Turkey Day. Okay. Mm-hmm. And for me, I'm an old school Cowboys fan.
That's the real rivalry.
Look, that is mine. Everyone tells about the Eagles. No. I 1-15. That's the only win we got rating wise last year. The whole night. Hey, people try to vote us not to have a team way back in 1960. I'm telling you, I got history. Like this is the team. I'm calling them the Washington Redskins right now because it's Turkey Day. It is what it is, and I want to see them. Hey, look, y'all got punked in DC. No period. Your quarterback got laid out. You didn't do nothing about it. You put up 3 points. The Washington football team, a.k.a. the Redskins, because it's Turkey Day, special edition here. Running game was not been good all season. They had the most rushing yards, and they had the most rushing yards in the first half than they had in any game before they played us.
That game,
broke me. Of course it was
everyone.
Right? So, yeah, hey, I ain't going to get on water.
Look, it's the game. They look like they didn't care.
I'm not going to get on Watermelon Gate or whatnot. I don't think we got to bring out a sledgehammer. I think this team where McCarthy's kind of changing the culture within the building right now, these guys are going to be on a different
Can I touch on that? The watermelon thing?
Sure, by all
Listen,
means.
I watched.
I'm sorry, Sid. Your show, Kenny.
Undisputed.
No, it's all guys.
I watched Shannon Sharp trying to race bait about I get it. I get where he was going, but I looked at it like this. And this is what I really think happened. This is why the players didn't respond like Shannon Sharp pushing the narrative, wanting to respond. You got to know the pulse of your team. And as much as McCarthy came out and everything we'll do will be about winning, that was him trying to set the foundation. This is what I want us to be about. But then you need some time with those men to understand how they work, what makes them tick. You can research all you want to. You got to be around someone to understand the nuances.
Analytics only go so far.
Yeah. So he knew he would have to have known, I think I know how to push. Now, the prop, that being said, if you want to get emotional about the watermelons, I'm not here to fight that battle for everyone. I look at it like this. The prop was just a conduit to get to the guy's emotion. And it worked. And he's not necessarily done. He's not rolling watermelons out every week. It just lets him know, okay, I have the core of this team's attention. I know how to push the right buttons at the right time.
When D-Law jumped up with Dalvin Cook at the end, he knew he had him then.
Yeah, and that's important because that's one of the main leaders. And you know what, though? It sounds silly, but it's something that Garrett would have never done.
Come on, preach.
So Garrett,
come on, preach.
Well, people always want to say, like, oh, well, this is what I've been hearing. With watermelons, they're just so focused on the object, which is stupid. Listen, the best game of last year, our best game, the most exciting game we had last year, the Rams game. We blew the Rams off the field, right? It was a good Sunday. You watched that Sunday. Zeke and Pollard were for 100. We just had a good day, right? Then stories came out after that game that it was one of the rare times in the whole 10-year tenure of Garrett that he gave a pregame speech on Saturday night.
I remember that.
And he showed a montage videos clip to route a team up. He finally tapped into the emotion because Garrett is the X's and O's guy. He never used to tap into our team's emotion. That's why we always come out flat. But McCarthy might not be, I think he's X's and O's, but he's also, you can see like how he reacts to like bad calls. He's a naturally emotional guy, I can tell.
Well, and he's a Pennsylvania tough guy at the end of the day, And the thing that I liked about it too, and I want to kind of, look, Roman, I want to piggyback what you're saying there is, we knew, like we talked about when we got McCarthy, they showed the different clips of him getting riled up on the sidelines. We're like, oh, a little bit of fire, whatever. We didn't see that from him until the Pittsburgh game.
He's trying to figure us out.
Look, right. And I thought that was key. He wasn't going to show his players until you do right by me, I won't go to bat for you.
But is that
if they were in the fight and they were doing right by McCarthy? Oh, McCarthy said,
he lost
I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this all year. Yep. And I'm in the fight with you. I'm about to show you what I'm going to do. But again, you got to cut some dead weight.
It wouldn't have been genuine.
There you go.
You come out the first game and they're like, they think you're faking.
Yeah, and one of the things that I've talked about tremendously with us with a bunch of different guys that do what we do and fans and whatnot, we always have talked about prior to this regime, there's a culture problem.
You know what? Now you're speaking Rome's language.
Right. Hold on now. But wait though, a coach can't come in week one and change the culture. He had to survey the land. He had to do certain things.
Yeah. On
top of all the injuries and stuff that we had. And the biggest thing that I've talked about over the past, once we cut, look, here's what I know. And look, I don't want to turn this into a bag session of Garrett. I think Garrett's a fine coach. And the one thing that I always said about Garrett when he was in Dallas, the team played for him no matter when. You never saw the team quit. Like, we can talk about Wade Phillips. We saw them quit and whatever. We can see quit. We never saw him quit on him. Period.
I thought I saw him quit earlier this year. I'm happy he's gone.
Whoa. Quit going through the motions. Apples and oranges a smidge. Smidge.
I get it.
I think, What McCarthy had to do was figure out who was and who wasn't. And what I meant to say and what I was getting to was when it came to the trade deadline and it wasn't working, McCarthy said, all right, trade these guys or get them the hell up out of here. And Garrett never would have done that. We're going to play our guys. We like the guys. We're not changing, blah, blah, blah. And we got the same results. He's like, no. I know. Now, I'm sorry, Sid. I know you don't cut. But McCarthy's like, man, fuck these guys. They're talking shit. Get them out of here.
They got to go.
They got to go. And as soon as he did it, we saw the flip. And then 2 weeks into that flip, you saw McCarthy become live on the sidelines. And now we get to
quote unquote, you need your guys before you
right. And then you get into Watermelon Gate, bam, and you see things happen. Again, I'm going to go back to, I hate that you wait till the bye week to move Martin to tackle because you did it during the game and it works. But at the end of the day, it's the way of the NFL, and I do understand that standpoint of it. But again, he's finding the bunker mentality with these guys. He's going to bat for them now. He's finding the guys that are going to go to bat for him.
You notice they only move Martin to tackle? You notice that correlates with Dalton. They didn't care to put Dalton. They didn't care. Look, it's no hate to Gilbert or DiNucci. There's no real investment there. They like knock their head off. I don't care. As soon as Dalton came back, look, I'm not dealing with what we just dealt with.
we gotta make. Yeah.
Well, I do. Well, I will say I'll put a pause on that only on this, Rome. Dalton won't be here next year. I don't think there's any way you're bringing Dalton back, but I think Gilbert will be.
Yeah, Gilbert will be. Of course,
that's the only. That was my only thing of maybe we should ride with Double G just to see what we got because Dalton's out of here. But see, I do because everybody else in the division for the Eagles fans that are still here couldn't go get a handle of this division. So the bad guys had to come on through and said, you know what, we'll take the division from y'all.
Here's the thing that I said on my, and you guys are both chiming in on what I've been saying. And I said it on my Twitter the other day. I said the Dallas Cowboys had a lot of changes this year. A lot. Mm-hmm. From coaches to players, to rookies coming in, to new playbook, new defense. So I said, I'm not making excuses for them, but I said, as a head coach coming in, mm-hmm. is that an easy thing to take on? Like you're take a whole new staff, a whole new team, and everybody was like, "Oh, get rid of McCarthy. Get rid of McCarthy."
Yeah, that was dumb. I mean,
it was.
I ain't never want to get rid of. I was on the get rid of Nolan train.
Whoa! Oh, Rome, see, and I'm about to bring you to the table.
No, but wait, I'm agreeing with that. The Nolan train.
Okay, well, I'll bring you. Okay, Sid, let me bring you to the table.
But you know
what?
Let me just finish my thought. I'm just gonna say I wasn't ready for McCarthy to go. I'm not ready. I think he's starting to show what he's able to do with the Dallas Cowboys.
We're talking about Nolan. No, we're just talking about Nolan and Nolan only.
But as for our defensive coach, I think somebody's going to take it. I have to say it. Let me say it. Somebody's going to take a hit at the end of the year. And I'm telling you, I believe Nolan's going to be the one to take that hit.
It's going to be Nolan.
It's not. Y'all think the defense is going to fall apart now? Stop. Hold on. Let me rewind. Hold on. Let me get it out. I promise. I'll shut up. Let me get it out. I promise I'll let y'all go.
Okay.
Me, my girl Mary Ella, my guy Spoonie, we warned Cowboys Nation the first half of the season, the offense would have to carry this defense. New scheme, most turnover. You lost Quinn. You lost Byron Jones. Right. It was going to be the most turnover, period. Right. It was going to be the most turnover, and no one's coming in. Right. So I said, hey, look, the offense, we talked about the offense is going to carry this defense. I said the defense, the second half of the season, has a chance to be much better than it was the first half of the season. Okay. Now, things happen early on. And again, we're talking about difference from this coaching staff to the list, not bad coaching staff. So Nolan was coaching in the booth. Said, all right, let me get down here on the sideline. Stop right there. Okay, it's too much going on. COVID. We didn't have the regular preseason. It was 5 preseason games this whole now. We got injuries at cornerback like hell. All right, we're going to simplify this damn thing. All right, we simplified it, and we still have problems from Poe, Griffin. All right, we're going to get rid of the dead weight, right? And we see this thing turning around. Like, guys, I mean, he's not going anywhere. Look, unless somehow this defense completely goes off the rails, but we watched Eagles, we watched Pittsburgh, we watched Minnesota. Okay, this defense is going to get better across the lane, and that's an attribute.
My biggest thing with Nolan is just it wasn't a scheme. It's that he refused to change, it seemed like earlier. Like you gotta bend and flex both ways. And if you're putting your play like,
But I'm
like
saying,
when
but
it's
he
like,
has though. But he has
no,
though.
he
Like
has
he had.
now, so he's won me back.
No. If you download the tape, Rome, as of like week 3, he changed it and went back. The first 2 weeks, I'm with you. But he came
But when
down.
he had our D tackle standing and catching, we was getting punished. That whole thing.
Yeah.
When he was,
Yeah.
hey,
That was a
you
mistake.
know what I'm talking about? That whole technique of stand, catch, and read. That was the main catalyst why we were getting dominated. You know, you have to have someone like Aaron Donald to run that technique. You can't just throw anybody out there. You have to be a physical freak to be able to catch a grown guard and read and react. So I will give you this: they went back to shooting gaps, and it's changed everything because the defense doesn't matter. Everybody from now inside out. Our inside was soft. It was rolling back to the linebackers. You had Jalen Smith choosing wrong. LV coming back, changed everything. But I don't care how good LV is. If the D tackles are catching and getting thrown into you, you can't get up on the ball carrier anyway. So I'll give you that. He did allow them to start shooting gaps again, and it's changed everything. Because
and even be more clear, when he allowed the defense tackles to shoot gaps when Poe was here, it was still really bad. Once they got Poe up out of here, right. And once they got Poe out of here, and it turned into Hamilton, it turned into Gallimore, right?
Yeah.
My God, imagine if Tristan Hill was still here, what he was doing beforehand. I'm telling you, the thing that I'm most excited about next year, I don't want to get ahead of anything. Man, Hill and Gallimore side by side in this defense, guys, I'm telling you.
You know what I want to see more
I will say this: Woods has stepped up. Woods been playing good.
And look, and big shout out to Woods because Woods basically took Poe's spot. And whenever we got that production from that technique,
it changed everything.
Yeah. Once we got that production from that technique, easy to say, Woods is better than Poe. Come on.
Yeah, but I drank the Poe Kool-Aid. It was the accolades. I was like, well, if he's half of him, I thought if he was half of himself, he would be decent.
Okay,
I know.
Look, and I'm with you because I'm like, look, if you can plug up 2 blockers and
that's all I was thinking,
and let these linebackers run free, and let the linebackers run free, we good. But
he was literally just falling down.
Guys, I have one
falling
thing.
sideways.
Falling down.
What I wanted to see, I don't know about you guys, but during the Viking games, there was a few times I'm like, can we please blitz?
Well, you got the blitz from Wilson to get the fumble.
I think it's a game of chess. I don't think they felt like we needed to blitz.
There was a few plays there that I felt we needed to blitz. I'm like,
okay. Well, if you're going to blitz, though, we're talking about Jefferson, and we're talking about Thielen. And Thielen
also kind of weak in the secondary, so
right.
Blitz, you leave because early in the year,
and I get that. I get that. I know our secondary is weak, but I feel like
right. But I'm saying though, you had Cheeto coming back his very first game back. Diggs is gone. You lost. Brown was getting cooked anyways, but then Brown went out with a rib injury. We are very frail at cornerback. Whenever you're frail at cornerback, man, it's just hard to blitz, man. It's just hard,
Plus, I felt like one of our ends, like Randy apparently had an illness.
Oh well, yeah, and here's the thing about him. He had
I don't know what 16 snaps.
16. But he had four quarterback hurries on 16. Look, Dortz.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why he went on the field.
I'm going to attribute it to the illness.
And I hate Dorrance Armstrong, by the way.
Well, now if we want to argue about the defense, Dorrance was
Armstrong.
I'm gonna throw this out for a second, guys. We need to do this for a second. Guys,
what was Dorrance? So, just a second. Why was Dorrance so many times out here in the flat on the tight end? What was going on there? I don't know. But okay, go ahead.
I think that's why they won't put a Nye on the field too, because they don't think he can cover.
Guys, I just want to jump in the chat. I just want to thank the chat is blowing up. I want to thank everybody who's here in the chat supporting this, supporting my show, Speak Your Mind all the time. But with that being said, guys, there was a lot of people who weren't here when we first opened up, and I always do this halfway through the show. Yeah. Guys, Mr. Rome, let them know where to find you. Guys, and when these guys tell you their information, I put all their information under their chats. Go sub up to their channels. Show the support. Go find them on Twitter. These guys always respond to any fan or any questions you guys might have. So, Mr. Rome, let them know where to find you.
Yeah, man. It's Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk. You can just search that in YouTube. Also on Twitter, I'm Cowboys underscore fan talk. Very, very new to Twitter. I got that because of the channel, so I can communicate with guys in between videos and stuff like that. So if you want to go check that out, I appreciate it. I also got an IG, but I just pretty much post the thumbnails on the IG and not as much interactive on there. But yeah, this Cowboys fan talk, man. I ain't been doing this for too long, just trying to make my little mark in the game. I I got a lot to learn, and I'm just trying to grow my channel.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that
Appreciate
part. I
that,
mean,
man.
you're on Twitter, so I'm definitely gonna come find you, and
Yeah.
we'll definitely have to follow each other up, Ron. Good to meet you tonight, by the
Your
way.
guy Nix, man. Let them know where to find you, man. Now,
Hey,
before you get started, guys, go check out Nix on Facebook because he's on every Tuesday night. He's got Mary and Spoonie, but he's gonna let you know where to find it. I always hop in his show once in a while, so definitely
my
go
man.
check him out, man.
Yeah, bottom of you run out the red carpet so well, Sid. I mean, the bottom lays it out. Your underscore guy underscore Nick's Twitter, man, come find me out. You might hear about me talking about Dak coming back for the playoffs. Just saying, neither
Oh,
here nor there. Neither here nor
oh,
there. Neither here nor there.
Oh,
Hey,
they saying Dak looking good.
hey! I put it out. I put it in that. I put it in the stratosphere. As always, Stargate Podcast. You can catch me, Mary Ellis Spoonie, every Tuesday, 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, with the Cowboys Report live. We interact, man. We get the questions. We got the phone lines open, the whole nine. If you happen to be on Facebook, Stargate page, like and follow, Stargate group, man, come join, man. We have good talks, whatever. But if you come with the show and the BS, we're going to get you up out of there. It is what it is. We're not about all that rigmarole, if you will. Also, man, follow my girl Mariella at Stargang Beauty on Twitter, and follow my guy Spoonie at Spoonie881 also. Man, come to the game. Man, we're just growing the game, man. This is all we're doing. This is
Yeah,
all
man.
love, man. Look at these arms. I got these long ass arms. You can't even see them. Look, I'm gonna give y'all that virtual hug.
Man, yeah, definitely. Mary, I know you're in the chat. Please post your Twitter information. Let these guys know also so they can definitely go and follow you as well. Mary's got some crazy knowledge when it comes to the boys.
So I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. Like, if you watch our show, or you might be in the Facebook or whatever, Mary's pretty based. I'm pretty cool, man. I'm gonna tell y'all what. On Twitter though, spicy takes. If you want that spice, Star Gang Beauty spicy.
Yeah,
Man,
I heard, but wait.
Case in point. She quoted a tweet today about Carson Wentz saying, "I'm doing everything that I've been doing. I'm not changing anything." And her tagline was basically, I'm paraphrasing, "Yeah, Chief, I don't know if that's really working for you with all the turnovers you got." So just a little just a little taste of what Mary gives you over there on the old Twitterverse.
There you go, man. Guys, this is my channel. This is my show. Speak your mind all the time. It's your boy Sid. You could definitely find me on Twitter, SidDC for life. My channel is Dallas Cowboys for life. And guys, if anybody wants to be on the show, come and speak your mind. Hit me up on Twitter, and I will definitely have you guys on.
Oh, did. Now, we're in the business of teasing
Yeah.
at times.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you got something coming up in the next couple of weeks that you can tease for the people and your followers over here on Twitterverse. I think, right? No, you got something. You want to tuck that news that you gave to me? You wanna wait?
I'll wait. Let's wait.
Okay. All right.
Let's wait on that. We're gonna wait on that. But yes, big things to come. Always big things on the show. But with that being said, you just brought something up, and we're just gonna touch just a bit. We're not gonna go into it heavy. But Nix, you said that Dak, there's a chat.
Okay.
You know, you tweeted this, and I saw it, and I saw J Tuck kind of like jump on the bus. I'm not on the bus. I'm like halfway on the bus.
Yeah.
But we'll bring it up. Dak may come back for the playoffs.
Well, don't say may come back. Nah, that's too far. The verbiage means everything. I'm saying, let a man dream. Look at whenever Dak got hurt, the day that he got hurt, had surgery that night, everything's going ahead of schedule. You look at when the playoffs start, and they said Dak's, 4 to 6 months, but, had a good surgery, everything went clean, maybe more like 4 or 5 months, and then you hear, well, he's ahead of schedule. I mean, imagine if the team happens to make the playoffs, and the NFL says, hey, we're going into a bubble for X amount of time. I mean, could you make the playoffs a home game and Dak a la Frazier comes down the pipe and come out and play? What a story it would be. Look, boy, hey, he done took his hat off and scratched his head on it even.
No, I think that because when Dak first got hurt, first thing I did was go look at the heal time on a broke ankle.
I think a lot of us did that.
But
I was like,
it was I think it was like 4 to 6 weeks on a normal broken ankle. But then when they said once you get the compound fracture, that's when it jumped out, and that's when I was like, oh well, all right, well that's over. But I have heard, of course, the reports of everything. I think, with all things considered, it's not that I don't think Dak would want to go out there, but after pretty much putting your career on the line and then breaking your ankle, Dak ain't playing again until that contract is signed.
I'm with you on that.
And I hate to look, and Dak, I know he loved the team, but no, because if he broke it again, they might not pay him. No. He's not coming back on that field. Although I did find out, I turned into like a researcher when that happened. I found out that Dak had a $50 million insurance policy.
No, I heard it was $100 million.
No, it's 50.
Are you sure?
I mean, look.
I just liked it because it was smart of him. That's all.
But every NFL player does that.
College players do it too. Willis McGahee, go look that up way back when. But neither here nor there. What I will say is this. I know the temperament of Dak. Look, it's not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen.
I would love it though. I'd be
all right. But I do believe. Here's what I absolutely unequivocally believe as I'm dreaming about us making this run and getting to the playoffs, and here could come Dak out of the tunnel. Here's what I do believe. I think there's zero way if Dak could get on that field for the playoffs, there's no way you could stop him from going and playing. I absolutely.
Oh no, he would. I
think he's built that way. Well, yeah,
wouldn't let him go.
I think he don't care about his agent no more. He got involved at the very end.
I wish he would stop caring about his agent last year, but
yeah. They went to the very end. It is what it is. Well, I wish Stephen and them would have not cared about the 5th year, but neither here nor there.
Yeah,
neither here nor there. I think if there's any way, shape, or form that could be there for the playoffs, he will show up. Now it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen. But I'm just saying, if we're just lining up dates and talking about stuff. Look, get the deer antler spray out. Remember whenever T.O. broke his leg, got the hyperbaric chamber out. Man, get it all out. Do it. Spray it down. Get the hyperbaric. Let's go.
Speaking of Dak, what we're giving Dak and what we're doing with it as his team, you can't do without what we've been dealing with. You can't build the proper culture without. You can't you can't build off of constant success sometimes because you don't know where your pitfalls are.
Right.
We as a fan base. We had to step back and get humbled. The players got humbled. Everyone got humbled. But it's good to see how someone responds after being humbled because it'll tell you what the team is made of. We got humbled. We got told that our players don't care. Our whole front office is stupid. Like, it was a good 5 weeks in the middle of this season where I've heard some of the worst. The Dallas slander. Let me just let anyone that's in here that hates Dallas know something. The whole 25 years thing, the whole your rings are old and VHS tape jokes. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it don't bother us.
Hold on. Rewind that real quick.
I'm just saying it don't. I'm not trying to be funny. I know,
for the people in the back. It's not funny, but it's real. For the people in the back, please.
It's fine. If you want to keep running it, it's fine. It's I don't know. It's just you got to get some better material. It's just that doesn't bother me, But what did bother me, and I probably shouldn't tell you, but what did bother me was when everyone was saying yo, your players are soft. And I'm not saying it tongue in cheek. I mean genuinely, because after the Washington game, y'all watched Andy Dalton get his head knocked off, and they looked like they didn't care. That bothered me. That cut me deep. I was mad that week for real. I was like, yo, That's why
Yeah.
I made a video like, yo, if
Hey.
you don't care, I'm not gonna care.
Hey,
It was bad. Like,
let me co-sign you on that. Our show that we did, and Mary in the chat will definitely co-sign it. For me, period. The worst part of this entire season, and I said, I don't care how we played, different things like that. As soon as the players were out here anonymously talking
like,
this and third, I was like, oh wow, we're weak, we're soft. I was like, bro, like,
so that bothered me.
Yeah, that's what bothered me too.
But that whole when someone says, "Hey, your rings is old,"
yeah, I don't care. They're there. You can't take them away.
Really, and I know they don't believe us. They're gonna keep running it. That's fine. Keep saying the joke. It don't bother me.
So guys,
because it's like this. I told my friend this one time. We got into an argument about Dallas. He a Giants fan. This is before the recent Eagles success, right? Mm-hmm. And he was talking about, he was like, man, y'all rings is old. The Giants have dominated the division and all this stuff because we, normal back and forth talk. And I was like, listen, man, you know why our rings don't get old? And he was like, why? I was like, because listen, if you whip somebody's ass 20 years ago and you see them 20 years later.
Yeah, you whip that ass.
But you see him 20 years later and you can see him in the elevator.
Yeah.
You can see him in passing. If nothing has changed since then, I don't care how old it is. When you see him and look him in the eye, they know what's up. So as much as people get mad about our old championships, that's fine. They there. They don't disintegrate. They there. It's just a timestamp of y'all used to dominate this division so bad that's what angers them, because the dominance was so that it's been 25 years and the shine on those things is still bright. Because if it didn't matter, if you know how people say Dallas don't matter and all this extra stuff, if it didn't matter, no one would even be in this chat right now.
Well, and when we dominated the division in the 90s, when we dominated the division, then the Giants had won a Super Bowl, the Redskins had won a Super Bowl. Like, we were a beast, like that division.
Beast, yeah.
And look, even shout out to the Eagles. They didn't win the Super Bowl at that time, but that defense with the Jerome Browns, the Reggie Whites, the Pointers, the Randall Cunninghams, they never got over the hump. I guarantee you, if you had took that team and put them in a different division, they would have been a problem. Like, that's
when they used to put bounties on people.
You know what I'm saying? And got away with it with no problem.
Got away. Now you can do it back then.
Yeah, you can do it back then. I mean, we were that guy. We were that team 3 out of 4 years winning the Super Bowl within that confine. We're talking about the Joe Gibbs, the Buddy Ryans, the Bill Parcells. We were that in that era. So yeah, cool. I mean, yeah, the Eagles, you went and got one with the backup quarterback. Man, salute to you. Good job. That's great. But when this thing was thick, maybe I just didn't cut the mustard.
The sad thing is, we're the common denominator. I watch it go from, the Redskins is kind of up. Now the rivalry between us and the Redskins is back to normal. The Redskins go back down, the Giants come back up.
Yeah.
And now it's between us and the Giants. They go back down, Eagles get a run. It's between us and the Eagles. When can anyone that hates the Cowboys tell me when there was a time in the last 25 years where we just were at the bottom of the division for multiple years? Even when
Romo was hurt.
Even the years when it was
Quincy got us to the playoffs.
Yeah,
Quincy got us to the playoffs.
He did get us to the
playoffs. Around. We might miss you a year, but we'll be right back.
As I tell everybody, man, the Cowboys keep the lights turned on at ESPN and FS1.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Period.
Look, guys,
at the end of the day, Cowboys won. You had to have Shannon Struckermeyer with the terrible ass take. Whatever.
Yeah.
Him and Stephen A, man.
Stephen A, yeah. Stephen A, you know what? Stephen A just does that just for ratings. All that is a big
narrative. Part. It's just narrative.
Yeah,
it
is. He loves it.
It's a chick.
So, guys, the only thing I want to know is we got Washington.
Yep.
Then we got
what? Ravens? Ravens next, right?
Yeah. Ravens, Washington, Ravens.
Cincinnati.
Right. Cincinnati, Philly, Giants.
Okay. So, out of those 5 games, realistically, now let's not be a bias, and the Dallas Cowboys are going to win the next 5 games. I want your honest opinion.
Yeah.
Do you think the Dallas Cowboys could win 3 of those 5?
Yeah, sure. I think
Four out of 5.
yeah, I think it's not out of the realm of possibility that can run the table, but I think for sure they should win 4 out of 5.
I hate to make all you Dallas fans mad because it makes me mad too. But when I look at the schedule, I see this.
Nate.
I see it.
Hey Nate,
And it makes me mad
because you know how many people said it. Do you know how many people said it?
I talked about it. Me, Mary, and Spoonie talked about it yesterday. I said, look, we're gonna come down to the Giants. We're gonna be 7-8
and we go
against Jason Garrett. We're gonna be 7-8 with Jason Garrett across the field.
We're going to hear it all off season. Hey, look, I'm already making my peace with it because it's going to happen, and I'm just gonna make my peace. I know everybody that hates us. See, that's all y'all good at doing. I'm gonna just take it.
Rome, watch this, Rome. Here's what will make you feel better. If this was the different regime, we never would have got to 8-8 with everything that happened.
No, we've been 4-12, like when Romo got
2015, baby.
Look, we don't have to convince each other. We're aligned. We're aligned. I don't have to convince anyone that hates Dallas. That's not why I made a channel. I don't care about y'all. I made the channel because I wanted to align myself with like-minded individuals. Yeah. Because when you watch TV, you get a whole bunch of bull crap.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't go to TV for anything but.
Bro, I don't watch ESPN or FS1. Yeah. Whatever clips I catch them on Twitter.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't watch them.
I used to watch. You know what? I used to be one of those suckers. I used to watch Undisputed. I used to watch Stephen A. You
know what I realized a long time ago? You're not going to never get the satisfaction. Like we would have a big game, and I would tune in to.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
And then I realized there's nothing like I watched Colin Cowherd, another devout Cowboys hater. I've watched him have a bad take, and I've watched his response. Like he said that the Ravens were going to go undefeated this year. That was his thing all summer. Right? And that's fine. You can have your takes. That's what you get paid to do. But since the Ravens haven't gone, like they're on a fringe playoff team, this was his response. He said, well, I thought they were going to be undefeated. Guess I was a little off. He just moved on. So even if we ever won the champ, we could win the Super Bowl, and Dak can be a Super Bowl MVP. The best you'll get out of him is, I guess I was wrong about Dak, and he'll just move on. I'm not going to build my life around an analyst that doesn't care. I would rather, when we have that type of success, celebrate it with people like us, because I don't want to convince nobody anything else. You believe what you want to believe.
Yeah, exactly.
We are still waiting for the tape of Dez Bryant before he got paid.
Yeah.
Right? Because Adam Schefter, oh my God, the security tape, I saw it. It's really bad, blah, blah, blah. All these different guys, whatever. And there was nothing ever, you know. The one thing I will say about Coward a little bit, every once in a while he will choke it and apologize, unlike some other guys. But I mean, again, it's all fodder. Look, they're there to. It's not news; it's entertainment, and they have to get them takes off and whatever. Look, no different. We get takes.
They get,
but I stand. Hate on us. But I know for me, I stand. I will live and die beyond my takes. Bring it up, talk to me. I'll tell you why. I'll give you the reasoning. It is what it is. Yeah. You know. Yeah, man. You know, for those fans, it cracks me up. I mean, look, as you said, we can win the Super Bowl. That can be the MVP. There will still be.
They won't care.
Hold on. There will be people in Cowboys Nation that say, "Don't pay Dak still."
So why fight it? I'm not. Look, I ain't getting no younger. I'm not stressing out trying to convince people. When we win, and
I fought this battle with Romo. Look, if you don't understand that Dak's the top 10 quarterback,
you just won't.
You guys know that Dak is still leading in yards, and he's not even playing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's like 3 or 4 different.
Still got a couple. He still got a couple. It's the season almost over. Baker Mayfield, like, look, I gotta.
Yeah, I mean, Dak,
I gotta do something.
Yeah, Dak bailed out October 11th, and here we are at Thanksgiving. He's still beating starting quarterbacks. But I mean, neither here nor there.
But the irony is, Dak would trade in about 800 of those yards for this defense we playing with right now.
Again, back to what I said, man. They, me, Mary, and Spoonie talks about it. This defense will be better later. The offense had to just get there.
I believe you.
But God bless. I'm with you. Hey,
So
Who's scared? Look, with Dak, look, as we're playing right now,
yeah,
Dak at the helm. Who are you scared of the NFC? Who?
zero. Zero. So I have somebody wrote it in a chat, and I want to ask you guys too, because even I'm curious about this. Where's Dalton?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Where's Dalton?
I mean, not Dalton. Where's Oh man, I'm having a brain fart. I apologize.
Hit the chat. What they say? Hit the chat real quick.
I'm going back up. Not Andy Dalton. Alden Smith.
I mean, look.
What? Listen, he came out playing.
Yeah.
He looked good. He looked like he hadn't skipped a beat.
Oh, I can tell you where Alden Smith is.
Okay.
Alden Smith he's not necessarily gone. He's still trying to get his football legs under him. Yep. So Alden Smith he's still making plays. Alden Smith is went into, it's like this. It's the Tank Lawrence syndrome.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, where's Tank at?
I've been asking where's Tank at, but he looked good in the last couple of weeks.
Because he don't have the sacks. Tank is doing everything.
Yep.
I see Tank making tackles downfield. Tank giving you
look outrunning Jalen Smith making the play.
Yeah, but you know what? Because this is what Tank will do. Tank will cause a pressure, and then somebody like Dorrance Armstrong will get a sack, and you're like, "Where's Tank at?" He just made the quarterback run right into the other DN because Tank is getting the job done. I was anti-Tank until I had to step back and stop being a fanboy.
Watch the all 22.
And and I was like,
and again, and I've said this a ton of times. Tank, D-Law,
it's not worth what he's getting paid.
It's his contract. He's not $100 million guy, unfortunately. He's
80.
a 70, 80.
I was being
nice.
Where he's at.
I think you guys are being nice.
But I've always said that.
65.
No. D-Law is a $70, $80 million guy. Okay. Bar none.
Well, you know what, though?
He's not $100 million.
He got his money because of the market. It wasn't.
And people don't understand that about, quote unquote, the market. But again,
because DN markets are like quarterbacks.
Right. But when you talk about $100 million guys, you look at Mac, you look at Donald, and you're like, D-Law is not quite there. But at the end of the day, he's a complete defensive end. He'll get to the quarterback, and he'll also stop the run.
He plays the run better than some of them guys.
Facts.
Moving the chains.
Here's the thing.
Moving the chains. I'm sorry.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Alden Smith. Do you know why your run defense has gotten better? Because Alden Smith isn't on the edge no more. He's been shuffled down inside some. What they want him to do has changed. So he's not going to flash as much.
He carrying about 40 more pounds too, so he can do it.
But you're seeing the results in the box stats at the end of the day. Okay. Yes. Are you going to see him around the quarterback a whole ton when we saw him the first couple of weeks and everything? No, because he's asked to do something differently. And that's the reason why. And I understand this from the fans that watch Alden Smith all the time and saw the early production of what was happening to what's going on right now. Again, that's why I implore everybody, go check the all 22 and see what he's doing.
Hey Sid,
that's what you got to do. And
look at his contract. He's already earned it.
No,
he's earned.
And I'm not arguing that. I've never been a fan of, since last year. I've never been a fan of D-Law because I just felt that once he got that contract, he wasn't the same person. That fire that he had.
That's not true.
That's not true though.
That's not true.
Guys, I'm speaking my mind on my show. This is speaking mind all the time, and that's what I'm doing.
It's the sacks, man. I know it.
I'm speaking my mind. That's it. That's it.
15 sacks.
So that's okay. Sid, speak your mind, but you're wrong.
Okay. Now, wait. With that being said, who's taking a pay cut next year?
Nobody.
What? You don't think they're going to say to Jalen Smith, you want to stay with the Dallas Cowboys? We need you to take a pay cut?
That's for the media. He's either going to play good or they're going to cut him. He's not going to re-sign a new contract.
No. Yeah, not going to happen.
Okay.
As a person, you're like,
there are contracts that are built. There are contracts that are built that they can do some things to transfer that money into straight cash for guys and lower. But Jalen Smith's not one of them.
That's a flair. You send it up like, hey,
Okay.
We will draft someone else.
Mr. Rome.
Right.
Okay. I got you. Mr. Rome, I have something that I want to ask you that Nix. Well, I'll let Nix tell you what he was saying about who he thinks is going to be traded next year. Why don't you tell him remember with the discussion we had, Nix?
I have a 5-point plan.
There we go. Mr. Rome and guys
I have a
in the
5-point
chat.
plan.
Guys in the chat, I
Yeah,
want you
I got a 5-point plan.
I want you to chime
All
in
right.
on this because this is
Okay.
Well, it's not Michael Gallup. We straight.
Fair. I have a 5-point plan. I have a 5-point plan. Now, let me Sid, I gotta preference this. This is whenever I did the 5-point plan thinking we're going to have a top 5 pick, though. But here's my 5-point plan, though. Here is your guy Nix's 5-point plan. If you want to get it and see me argue it with people on the panel, go over to the Stargame Podcast YouTube channel. You'll see Nix's 5-point plan. Hit that play button, and you can go through the entire time that we're going through it. But my 5-point plan, before we were going to win the division, which we're going to win the division now, but my 5-point plan was this. Number 1, you sign Dak long term. Bada bing, bada boom. Easy peasy. You get to free agency. All right, I already knew. Look, and I did this before. Look, now watch this. More, y'all are gonna love this. I did this before the Wilson game in Minnesota. I said I got to go get me a safety to go with Wilson, whether that's Simmons, because Denver's not going to tag him again, right? And they're not going to re-sign him. They don't get the money to do it. Or you go get a Keanu Neal. You go get a safety to pair. You spend the money. All right. Number 3, I trade Amari Cooper for a first-round pick. Now, I get it. Everyone's, there's no way you're not going to get a first-round pick, blah, blah. Okay, stop. Brandon Cooks. Who's better, Brandon Cooks or Amari Cooper? Who's better?
But Cooks don't got a
no. That's no. Who's better? No, listen to me now. You got to follow me. Who's better, Brandon Cooks or Amari Cooper?
I give you that. Who has a stigma?
Who's better? No. You'll give me who's better. I'm asking.
Who has
Brandon Cooks or Amari Cooper? Who's better?
Well, it's Cooper.
Okay. So Brandon Cooks got traded for a first-round pick to the Patriots.
With Dak.
Oh, what? Stop.
Carr.
But Coop was an all-pro 2 times with Carr. Stop.
His stats are different with Dak.
Thank you.
He's going to be Cooper's going to be a 1,100-yard receiver this year with 4 different quarterbacks.
He was 13, almost 14 with Dak.
Right. With 4 different quarterbacks, he's going to be 1,100 still. Stop. Then Cooks got traded for a first-round pick. Again, 2.
So just add second to your plan.
Stop. Cooks got traded for a first. Cooks got traded for another first, got paid, and then got traded for a second. Bro, Cooper will get you a first in this league.
I got
y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy.
First. Who traded? Was it the Texas GM who's jobless?
No. The first guy that traded for him with the first-round pick was the Hoodie. The Hoodie traded a first.
And then who traded?
Then the Rams traded a first and paid him big money. And then he got traded for a second. Again, Cooks is nowhere near Cooper. Cooper giving us a first. Cooper will give you. Y'all are crazy.
Why? It ain't why though. Know why? It's his contract.
No. Go look at
that 20
again, minutes. Sir. Go look at Cook's contract and go, bro. You'll get a first. 17. I'll tell you what.
I love my show.
I'll tell you what. Give me a top 5 second-round pick.
I'm with
you. What?
I'm with you.
That. The top 5 second round. All right. So sign that. Go get me a safety with Wilson. All right. Trade Coop for a top 36 pick. Okay. Which frees up $12 million to pay that safety. Right. Now here's where it gets a little bit wonky. I can't trade at that point in time. I said my top 5 pick, I want to trade back and get more picks. I can't do that no more.
Well, we would love that.
Right. So
we're picking Herschel Walker this thing, but we
can't. Yeah. I mean, we're picking that. Yeah. I mean, we're picking 19 now or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah. And of course, CD becomes your number 1. You take the extra money, you re-sign Gallup to be your number 2, and Cedric Wilson is a bona fide 3, and he might be your number 2 even. And that's the only reason why I would do it, because, again, I told everybody before the season started, Ced Wilson, healthy, will be your number 4. He's that guy, and we've seen that. But, I mean, neither here nor there. It doesn't work now, though, Sid, because we're going to win the division.
I know.
I said it.
I will say this. We're not going to trade Coop. We're going to play the next year with Coop, and then we're going to cut him.
You think that?
Whoa. Hold on. You have the opportunity to, because if you play him one more year between June 1st and June 6th, you can cut him, and there's no money. But again, if you trade him in the offseason, you do get a net gain of $12 million. So you can move forward.
That's the
only reason why I said
what
I would
happen is to clear money. If Wilson show up like he's supposed to, like we know he can, and Gallup gets back in sync with Dak because he missed that. But they all miss Dak.
Because Gallup right now is not syncing with any of these backups.
Moving the chains. 4th and 6 to Amari lets you know that Amari's still number 1 this year. But
he is. No question.
Soon. I got to bet with Jay.
I agree with you.
I got to bet Jay Tug that he was saying CeeDee Lamb's number 1. I said no. Amari's number 1 this year.
No, CeeDee Lamb's number 1 with the fans.
Shout out to Jay Tug.
He's number 1 with the fans. We're talking about reality.
But you know what?
There you go.
You got to give CD props because he is looking good in the last.
But it's not about the props. I give him utmost props.
I was back in December and January saying if I could get CeeDee Lamb, that's who I wanted.
You will know when CD's won when he moves out to the X. He ain't moved yet. You're not number 1 out the slot.
Whoa.
He's still Cole Beasley in it.
Oh, wait.
Whoa, not to that point.
Rome, you're over there.
Don't compare him to Cole Beasley. That's
Rome, you're over their heads. Say it real slow again for the people in the back.
When he moves to the X, he'll be number 1. He's not even running no plays. He got to at least run a play or 2 out the X. He's strictly slot right now.
Yeah, I see that.
And you know what? And this is the crazy thing. Before the year is out and next year, you will. It's still football coaches telling themselves all the time. It's not what they say, is what they're doing. When they start moving them to the X and they start saying, well, we're going to be multiple and move Amari into the slot because we don't want to be predictable. It's going to look like, oh, that's smart, but it's also going to be like, hold on. and this is another thing you'll know when CD becomes number 1, because you're going to look back there and be like, damn, CD don't do punts no more because ain't no number 1 receivers returning punts. So certain things will change, and you'll be like, "Oh, he's number 1 now."
Okay.
Look, they're not putting they're not putting even Tyreek. They're not putting Tyreek back there returning punts, and he fast is all I know. What
special occasions they might?
Yeah, it's Super Bowl.
It.
They might get a little freaky with it.
Special occasions they might.
Yeah, you're right.
That's about it.
So, final thoughts before we check out. Now I want to ask you.
I know, because my wife. Look, I know y'all see me. My wife been texting me. What's up with you? I've been like,
tell her you're still at the laundry mat.
Look, I've been married for 25 years. I don't have those problems no more.
I'm 5 years in. I'm trying to get there, man.
Mr. Rome, just tell her you're still doing laundry.
All right, you're gonna have me eat McDonald's tomorrow, mess around with you.
So, final score tomorrow against Washington. Mr. Rome will go first.
No, I'm going first. I put mine out there last night.
All right.
27-17 Cowboys.
Ooh.
First time I picked them in the wall. 27-17 Cowboys. I said it last night. I'm sticking by it. I slept on it. I woke up. My wife got a brand new heated blanket. I hate, by the way, your guy Nick's hates heated blankets. I want the fans going. I want to be super cold. She got one all the way across the board. Dog, oh my God, it was terrible. It was terrible, but she got one. Cowboys, 27-7 be awesome.
Mr. Rome.
I'm going to tell y'all something that y'all probably don't want to hear because I'm going to sound too confident, but I don't care.
Oh, go for it. Revenge game.
Like I said, we owe them.
Yeah. CeeDee Lamb. Hold on. And Rome, let me even double down on you. The first game that CeeDee Lamb was a team captain, because we do this, and I love this from McCarthy as well. They do team captains every single game weekly. And CeeDee Lamb, he was a team captain against the Washington Redskins. Again, I'm going to tell y'all again, the Redskins this week, outside of this week, I ain't going to call them that, but it's Turkey Day. I'm calling the Redskins. He had the worst game of CeeDee Lamb's professional career. And I do believe CeeDee Lamb is going to have something special tomorrow after having that bad game in DC. Go ahead.
I have him in my
I'm
fantasy. I put him in for tomorrow.
Rome. I feel your energy already. Come on with it, Rome.
I'm telling you.
Come on with it, Rome. Tell me.
Football is a game of emotion.
Yes, sir.
I hate to bring up. We had a horrible game versus Washington.
22
that broke us. That helped get our mind right. So the mind, we've been moving right since the Philly game. But I think the Washington game was before the Philly game, right? No, it was Arizona.
Yeah.
So we.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, we played Washington.
We're starting to get our mind right. We know that was that outside of Dak being hurt, that was our lowest point of the season, right? So the last couple of weeks, we've been playing a little bit chippy. We've been hitting harder. You know, we've been trying to make a statement. Hey,
the Young Bucks,
different team. But you know, with what happened to us, we lost the practice day this week. We had a tragedy in Cowboys land with I think it's Marcus Paul.
Yeah.
He unfortunately he passed away today. And definitely if anyone that has heard the news, send prayers to his family. Yeah. But football is a game of emotion. And I'm not saying that this is why they will play hard, but there are things in that like Washington for Ron Rivera or like Chuck Strong. And you can't tell me that tomorrow when they take the field that they're not going to try to go out there and put a good performance on just because that's what you would do as men. Like you would be saying, you know what? This is for Marcus. You know, I could just see it. If I know the NFL like I know the NFL, there'll be a convenient camera and mic in a couple of huddles.
Yeah.
You know, and I just feel like we're going to come out there and we're going to make a statement because I know we have after watching us play Minnesota, I know that Washington's going to come in. You can tell them all week, hey, it's a different Cowboys team. But in their mind, they're like, you know what we just did to them? Like, I know in their mind they think it's going to be an easy game tomorrow. I can feel it. But it ain't going to be no rain. It ain't going to be like it was in Washington. They got their mind right. I'm telling you, they're going to come out there, and I feel like it's going to be something like, I think we'll get around 30. I don't want to say 35. Maybe 32.
Okay.
But I think this is where I think we're going to show up. I think that Washington's only going to score like 13.
Well, you know
why? And you know why? And I hate to be that guy, but McLaurin is questionable. And if they don't have him, that's game.
Well, again, I mean, hey, I think
Gibson ain't beating us by himself. If McLaurin's out, it's over.
Right. I do think this. I do think the team was going to show up already just because Andy Dalton's back.
Absolutely.
And they were going to show, hey, Dalton, we know what happened to you in DC. No, we're gonna show you you're our guy, right? I think that was going to be there on top of, you know, and again, as you said, on the short week and everything else. Because
they're not playing off preparation. When they lost that day of practice, they're playing off emotion now.
Yeah. And you know, there's certain things that come along in life that remind us we all love this game.
Yeah.
Okay. We all love this game. We love our teams. You know, we go through this and that, you know, and especially for those that have played the game a ton like I have and everything else. It's just, I mean, on the week, you know, and Thanksgiving and giving and whatnot, it's just, man,
you know what's going to happen tomorrow. You know it.
Yeah. I mean, it's things that you bottle up, things that you deal with, and you're looking for that release. It's competed, you know, on certain level, but a lot of levels underneath that for sure. Whenever you hear players talk about there's in between the lines, is different.
Like putting life on pause.
I promise you, it's different. So, I mean, there's that on top of the Dalton situation, whatever the case may be. I'm not trying to steamball this into whatever the Cowboys are going to do or whatever was going to happen, you know. But what I am trying to say is for that guy who has a family that he was surrounded by. There was premature reports about him yesterday passing away. And people try to run with different things and whatnot. I try to make sure, right. You got to be right and we didn't do that where we are. I didn't do that on my Twitter or anything else.
I couldn't make a post. I ain't feel right.
Right. Even today it feels, bad. This guy gave something to the organization. I'm right. Everyone's got a job. But in the line of his work, whatever happened to him happened. And his family is going to, as every one of us that are watching this, where are we at right now, Sid? How many people we got in the chat right now? 15, 20, 30? Where we at? I don't even know anymore.
We were at 13, but we got up to 20 earlier.
Okay. All of us are going to celebrate some way, shape, and form with our families and loved ones. And we're going to watch this Cowboys game and whatnot. And for that gentleman that gave something to the organization, his family literally didn't expect this. This is out of nowhere, right? For me, who my mom, right, Sid, for sure, just literally, which is fun that we're playing the Washington team. The Sunday, October 11th that we, not October 11th, October 18th, I guess, right? That we played the Washington team. I was in the hospital. My mom had been in the hospital for a week. She went to ICU. She had COVID. And she went on the ventilator. And the doctor called. I'm watching the Cowboy. I'm literally watching the Cowboys and what is happening in ICU waiting room on my cell phone. And the doctor called down and said she had her kidneys just shut down. She was septic. And the doctor said, "Hey, we're going to put her on the ventilator. She has a 5% chance. 5%, man.
We got you, man."
To the fact that just this past Saturday, we got to bring her home. And we're doing physical therapy now. And low key, we didn't win a game while she was in the hospital. So we didn't win a game. She came home Saturday. We won a game on Sunday. And please believe my mom, Carmela Nix, is a huge Cowboys fan.
That's good.
And we won a game once she came home from the hospital, right? So, I could have lost my mom. Again, the doctor said 5% chance as I'm watching, the Redskins, again, we'll keep calling the Redskins on Turkey Day, demolish us. And for them and his family to go to Turkey Day tomorrow, man, I just, man, it feels.
It felt like if I know, like it's just a gesture,
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. The team is going
to do anything in reality, but it's just more so. I can feel it. I know they'll be like, "Oh, we're gonna try to win this for them." To put them at ease. I know. Look, and it don't matter. It's just a gesture of it.
It's just a gesture, and I agree. And again, I agree. I'm just saying, hey man, shout out to Green, Gang Green in the building with that, with his comment for sure. Just going through that, I just kind of, not that I didn't have a different respect, I wouldn't have a different take on this and what happened within the organization and cancel that and his family surrounding him, today, sorry, you're a little late, but me and Sid, we were talking, it's like, damn, an hour ago, it finally kind of came and went.
No, I saw it. I got the alert and I was like, oh, like, cause we were all watching the story. I didn't know the gentleman prior to the story, but that doesn't mean it's not as serious as it is. Mm-hmm. So, when they were like, well, he might be able to pull through. I was praying for them, like, cause we've all been there.
Same. Amen.
And now, we've all lost someone. They're probably picking up the pieces. I know that's a lot. And I know since he's Cowboys family, like literally part of the Cowboys family, I'm almost 100% positive that they're going to be like, hey.
Right. They were clanging and banging, with him, and he was getting them ready for the season and everything else. So they have those bonds, And for me, from the outside looking in and what I went through and what we're talking about here, Absolutely. That's going to give them, again, in the
It's not
locker room.
added incentive. It's just
Right. In the locker room, it's sadness.
I know it a lot. You
But
already know
within
that, though.
within them lines, it was okay. We flipped. We flipped. Okay, my guy went through this in this family. Man, we flipping that switch for him.
They're gonna flip a switch tomorrow.
And it's just different.
Not to mention they knocked Dalton's head off. So
right. If you right, but if you never really played this game, you don't understand.
You play it with this first.
What that
part. If you don't, you play it with this first.
Yeah.
And this week, I know they're gonna play with this because, like I said, it's a short week. We had 3 days. Yeah. Then we lost a day.
Yeah.
McCarthy probably talking to him. McCarthy said, look,
super loss.
We ain't got no preparation.
Right. Go play.
So we're going to go out there and just play hard.
Play with your heart. Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't got no preparation this week because we had 3 days and we lost one.
So, Mr. Rome, I'm not going to take up too much of your time because I know your phone must be.
I'm going to send y'all pictures of this brisket too.
Yeah.
hey, you better look. I'll tell you what. I don't know where you told me your Twitter. Look, my Twitter is your_guy_next. Follow me. I'm following you back immediately. Yeah. I want to see the brisket for sure. So, brisket for everybody.
I got the score a little different. I got the Dallas Cowboys winning it 27-10.
Okay, 27-10.
You know,
hey, look, guys, I'm just saying. I mean, Gibson's back to run game. I mean, Alex Smith, he's been in the game a while.
Hey, look, I'll tell you one thing. Remember last week when Kirk Cousins beat Alex Smith to the Kirk Cousins beat Jalen Smith to the sideline? That's not happening tomorrow.
Nope.
Fair.
It's Fair just enough. Not. Nope. So when we get pressure, he's going down because he look. I commend him for getting back. Yeah, but right. he physically he can't beat him to the side. Not right now.
Right.
So I wince every time he get hit. And I'm not even a Washington fan, but whenever he gets tackled, I wince like, please don't get hurt.
Yeah. All right, man. I appreciate you guys coming on to speak your mind all the time. I want to thank everyone in the chat. The chat.
Even if they showed up late, Sid.
Yeah, even if they showed up late, even if we had some Eagle trollers in there. Yo, big respect to Gang Green. Nice guy, man. He was very supportive. He even went and subbed to our channels. So respect to this guy. Guys, before we tune out, Mr. Rome, let them know where to find you. Actually, you know what? Let Mr. Nix go for
No, Rome. I mean, look, I'll be low. All
right.
He got a brisket.
Spectacular.
Look, my man's talking about brisket. I need these pictures.
Hey, look.
Roll it out, Mr. Rome. I'm ready for these.
Rome. Wait, Gang Green.
No, where you? Hold on.
Just to let you know, Gang Green said, I just followed your Stargam podcast, and Mr. Rome, I'll stop in y'all live streams, but I'll be cool. Big respect.
All right, Ben. Hey, shout out to Gang Green.
Yeah.
Rome, what city are you in? Let me lay it over real quick. Let me see. How close am I?
Oh, I'm in Charlotte.
Okay, damn it, you're too far. I'm in Texas. All right, never mind it. I can't get
no biscuits, bro.
I can't get no brisket. Damn.
Don't you have FedEx?
I will tell you this. My plan is to smoke it for 12 hours. So.
Oh, you're teasing me.
Yeah, I'm throwing it on at about 11, and I'm gonna jump up a couple times in the middle of the night. You know, check it out, turn it. You know,
I'm telling you what. Next
year, morning, I'm wrapping it in butcher's paper. You know.
Oh God bless. Shut up, Rome. Just give your shit.
Wait. Hold up.
I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no. No, you're from Canada. You don't understand.
Wait.
Never mind.
Wait. For the record, next year Thanksgiving, I'm at one of y'all houses. I don't care who. Nix is getting catering, and you're having some.
I might get catering next year. That's easy. I'm down with it.
Yeah. I mean. Real quick, I mean, nobody's probably in my area. But if you happen to be in the greater East area, Lily's Catering, man, they bless me all the time. Usually my house is the hub for everybody for Thanksgiving. We usually cook. My wife's doing something inside. I'm on the outside. Brisket's usually in rotation.
Yeah.
But I always get a turkey in there, a deep fried turkey or whatever.
I'm coming to somebody's house. I don't care who.
Yeah, fair. Sid, you're always welcome.
You told me already that you have a guest room.
I got the guest room. Come on down. Get your passport. Come on through. Whatever you got to do.
I have it.
Hey,
Mr.
come on through.
Let them know where to find you, man.
Hey, it's your boy, Mr. Rome. Cowboys Fan Talk is where you can find me on YouTube. And it's Cowboys_Fan Talk on Twitter. And Cowboys Fan Talk, no underscores anything on IG. Yeah, been doing this for what, like 5 months, almost 6 now.
Get it in.
I appreciate you gentlemen having me on the show. And yeah, I'm gonna do a video in the morning. I might throw some brisket shots in the video, but I'm gonna let you see the end result. Yeah, that's it, man.
Get it in real quick to me. Hey, man. Hey, Rome. Hey, if you do, let me know. I'll come on. I'm gonna get the birds on me while you live.
Absolutely.
Nix, let them know where to find you, man.
Hey, man. We appreciate the love over here. Good rocking with Rome. Rome, you got to hit me up, man. We're gonna do some things.
We're gonna touch base.
Yeah, hit me with it, man. We're going on Twitter and we're gonna do some things on the brisket when we share some more different ideas or whatever. But man, again, shout out to Sid, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sid bringing this on. I mean, guys, I'm looking at it right now. I'm like, we just rolled out the whole dang red carpet for us. But again,
appreciate it.
Hey, man, Twitter, y'all see it. Your_guy_Nix. Man, come find me. Come follow me. I'm gonna tell you how that's gonna be back for the playoffs.
Hey, look, speaking of existence, I'm with you.
Hey, man, that's what the Bible tells us.
Speaking of existence,
power and the word. Speaking
of tongue.
Man, come on now. Dad makes it for the play. Yep. My girl, Mary Ella, if she's still here, Deer Antler Spray and Hyperbaric Chambers, let's go. I'm, of course, on YouTube, man, hit that sub, Star Game Podcast. Every Tuesday, we deliver the Cowboys Report. We do other things in between that. Every Tuesday, you can definitely catch us. 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Central. Outside that, if you hit the notification button, you'll get when we're coming on. Now, I just went and dropped the as we talked about earlier today, the next 5-point plan. A little different. That's just from winning the division, but neither here nor there. Also, my compadres, Spoony, Mary Ella, please, I implore you, go follow them on Twitter as well. Spoony881, Star Gang Beauty. Man, we have a good time on Twitter, obviously. If you happen to be on Facebook, Star Gang is a page and a group. By all means, like and follow the page. And by all means, hit the intro. Get added to the group. We'll get you in there. Shout out to Mendoza was here. Shout out to our super, super, super dope. Helps us tremendously. Our mods, Buddha, Mendoza. Man, we appreciate y'all, brother. Y'all brothers as being the mods for us in there. Always keeping us on our toes. I guess the one last thing, that I do want to drop, guys, during the game tomorrow, live stream maybe. I don't know. We'll talk about it. I don't know. Maybe we get something behind the scenes.
I'm gonna see.
Nah, maybe. I don't know. I got this. I will say, I got some Crown Vanilla. I don't know.
I got plenty of alcohol. That's happening.
Typically on Thanksgiving, look, I get Hennessy 2 times a year. I get Hennessy. I'm an old guy now. Yeah. Hennessy, look, but I get these stogies. I got my stogies.
So I got some Gentleman's Jack down there.
Ooh, Gentleman's Jack for the win. Love the Gentleman's Jack.
And some Jameson. So that's
no.
All right, man. Listen, you guys enjoy.
He's like, I gotta go.
You guys.
He's like, hey man, y'all forgot the show was
on. Sid, you forget. I'm a 6-hour guy. I don't care. I'll talk all night.
I know. We did that once. So guys,
we're gonna jump back on. Look, we're gonna jump back on here when I'm not in a time constraint, and we're gonna just chop it up.
Listen,
and I'll bring some Gentleman's Jack on the show.
I like it.
Yeah, we're gonna make that happen. We're definitely, Rome. We should hit up Nix's channel on Tuesday, but we'll discuss that in Twitter, and we should make that happen, man.
Fair enough.
So, guys, just to let you know, Moving the Chains, huge supporter. She's been doing big things, writing a big blog. She's always writing crazy blogs.
Yeah, I think I follow her on Twitter. I know she's been doing a little writing thing for a little bit now. Yeah,
she's written about me in her blog, and I want to thank her so much for the support. She's always supporting all of us. So
yeah, absolutely.
Big things. Moving the Chains. Please go follow your guy Nix on Twitter if you haven't already. He does some crazy stuff as well. So definitely Adam in one of your blogs, man. I'm telling you, big things to come with his channel as well. Guys, it's your boy Sid. You know where to find me. Twitter, Sid DC for life. My YouTube channel,
Wait, Sid.
Cowboys for life. Hold up.
Sid.
Yeah.
Hold on. I can't let you get off the hook yet. I gotta ask y'all one question. Overtime right now. I know you's ready to get up out of here.
Rome's like, I gotta go.
Okay, Rome might be ready too. I gotta ask y'all this one question before we get out of here. All right, the Cowboys have to hit what record to win the division? In y'all's opinion?
8-8.
Yeah.
You think 7-9 don't do it?
No, 7-9 will win it. We're going to be.
Well, we want to be 8.
We might as
well go.
Well, I'm asking what it would take to win. 6-10, no. 7-9, yes.
7-9.
Yeah.
7-9 will do it, but
it's not going to be 6.
What do y'all think we're going?
8-8.
8-8.
Guys,
I'm not happy about it.
Hey, guys. Listen to your guy next. We're beating the Ravens. I know it's the one that you're saying. Yeah, we're going 9-7. Watch what I tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to beat the Ravens and lose to the 49ers on something stupid.
Oh, damn it. You're right.
Okay.
Never mind. Ron brought me back. You're right. We're 8-8. Damn it.
I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
Fair enough, Sid. Sid, get us out of here, Sid.
About beating the Ravens and we'll drop.
Guys,
the Dez game. It is the Dez game.
Yeah. Guys,
all right, get us out,
sub
Sid.
up to their channels. Sub up to my channel. It's your boy Sid, man, and I'm out.